So today we are looking at the Veers build. Now, the Veers build is probably one of the best for greater rifts, solo and group, it doesn't really matter. But um, it is very set in the gear that you need to use. So we're going to go over the gear first since it's pretty much what you need to have. Um, so yeah, so you of course need the full 6-piece set of the Veers. Then you need the full Chantota's Resolve set, and you need the Endless Walk set. Those are the 3 sets that you need. And before you start using Archon, you want to build up your Chantota stacks to elite to 20. That way, you can do the maximum amount of damage with the Wave of Destruction that comes out. The Endless Walk set, you're going to want to stand still as much as possible, but if you have to move, you have to move. So, yeah. The next 3 items are Ancient Parthan Defenders, Fazula's Improbable Chain, and Halo of Arlese. These are pretty important. If you don't have these, you cannot use this build. I mean, maybe you could go without Ancient Parthan or Halo of Arlese, but Fazula's Improbable Chain you need. You cannot do this build without it. Well, you could, but it just wouldn't be as effective. In Kanai's, you're going to want to use Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac since most of your skills out of Archon are resource spending. Next is Wand of Woe. We're using this because it's really choice. If you want to use the Furnace, you can use the Furnace, but I don't like the Furnace. I like doing more damage with Explosive Blast. Next, and that's pretty much why I'm using the Wand of Woe. And the other 2 are pretty self-explanatory. So now we're going to look into the skills. Skills are pretty simple. First you have Arcane Torrent Static Discharge, then you have Explosive Blast, Improved Archon, Ice Armor Jagged Ice, Electrocute Surge of Power, Magic Weapon Force Weapon. And then passives, Audacity, 30% additional damage to enemies within 15 yards, Blur, Glass Cannon, and Evocation. Now I'm going through this quick because I'm going to explain it a little bit more in detail now. So you want to use Force Weapon only. You cannot really use anything else because with the Improved Archon and Force Weapon, you're pretty much getting a 70% multiplicative damage increase, which is pretty important. And any melee attackers will also get hit for damage if they hit you. And Chain Reaction is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, yeah. So now we're going to do a rift, do part of a rift, show you the gameplay of the build. Now, you don't want to automatically start with Archon because you won't do the max amount of damage. You want to get to as many stacks. Oh, well, I accidentally popped it. But if you can get the highest amount of stacks of Chantotos, you pretty much are set. You have the max amount of damage you can do, and then you hit Archon. And of course, when you are out of Archon, you're going to be spamming your other abilities. So, and this pack is pretty terrible. It's not the best pack, that's for sure. And then we can pop it, and you're hitting for billions of damage when you have double stacks. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. It's not very hard to put together. I'm going to finish this rift and explain the build a little bit more. I'll have a Diablo fans link in the description below, and that Diablo fans link will have a um, link to this video, and that will be a little bit more explanatory. But yeah, the build, you obviously want to stay within melee range to get the audacity bonus. Pretty much you stack your damage so high that it's not even you pretty much stacking damage with Archon and with all your other buffs that you're using. So you're not really elite hunting. You could elite hunt, but it's not necessary with this build. It really isn't. Because you kill anything pretty quickly once you hit double stacks. And yeah, so it's not the hardest, like I said, it's not the hardest build to put together, and it's not the hardest build to play either, that's for sure. Um, but it is a really good build. I hope this helped you, and if it did, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Tell me what else you might want to see, and I'll do my best to bring that out to you. See you next time.